If you're interested in supporting this work, you can support me on Patreon, and that will help me make more videos and more podcasts for you in the future. Click the link down below on Patreon, or I'll put the link up here in the corner to Patreon, so you can go there and become a Patreon supporter.
Get mantra and meditation MP3s at JasonGallant.ca.
It all begins here, in this moment, before the selfish thought of I starts. Before the selfish thought of I emerges, there is existence. This is where it begins and ends. This is the eternity that is you, that has always been here, but has been forgotten once you've ventured into the mind. Once in the mind, the maze of thoughts, opinions, beliefs, and experiences becomes so alluring that it becomes a story that you're wrapped into, and you've forgotten that there is a you before the story even began. Now my tenses are messed up because you, who you truly are, never went anywhere. It's still here. It's just that your awareness is turned to the story instead of here, without measuring, judging, and thinking about here, placing meaning upon it. Good experiences, bad experiences. What does this moment mean? And how is it useful? This is the trap of the mind. It says everything must be useful. Because the mind thinks it's God. It thinks it knows everything. And it's quite convincing in keeping you spinning around and round, in playing the game of usefulness and practicality. You become used by the mind. The mind is always coming up with another reason why you should be stuck in thoughts or stuck in doing. It convinces you that it knows everything. Meanwhile, it knows very little. It just knows history and information, but it is so bad at experience. If you take two people and they perceive the exact same situation, they will take in different amounts of information. They'll bump their story into the moment and say, this is what this moment was telling me. Instead of truly absorbing the moment, instead of truly absorbing the situation. Like the spiritual amoeba. Extending the pseudopod of existence, if that's the right word. So something that was shocking to me when I embarked upon this journey many years ago was that much of what I had learned was nothing more than illusions and mixed up pieces of information that were used out of context. We can see this all over the world. People have more information than ever before, but they are more confused. Because this information keeps them stuck in the mind. And they do not have the certainty or the discernment to know what is true and what is not. The only way to discern truth is to become truth itself first. How does this happen? You let go of the illusory I. You let go of the mind and the information to be here and realize this is the foundation of everything. When you immerse yourself, meaning the mind, into the true self, which is here, before thought, before action, before anything emerges, then the illusions fall away. And things that were not so obvious to you become extremely obvious. Such as, which teacher should you learn from? A lot of people send comments to me and say, which spiritual teacher should I learn from? This is terribly ironic, seeing as they're sending me the question. But really, this is a question from someone who is stuck in the mind, but not in the heart. The heart knows. Not the emotional heart, but the truth center, the truth of who you are, that knows. It will pull you longingly towards a situation which is in alignment with your inner guru. And yes, when you are in alignment with your inner guru, it will manifest an outer guru many times. Not always, but in my experience, it really does work that way. If you wish to use a mantra to find your guru, in case you do not know the mechanics of how to unfold your illusions of the mind, then you could use the Dattatreya mantra. Om Dram Om Guru Dattaya Namaha. I have that on this channel. So check that out if you wish to know who you should learn from. The greatest teacher of all, though, is truth itself. And that is an absolute surrender to all that is in this moment, with no preconceived notion of what it should be, no idealism that you're carrying into it, and no you. Don't even carry you into this moment. It's absolute absorption. You're absorbing or being absorbed into truth itself. This is how purity of the mind is established. Just practice right now. Just be here, feeling, experiencing, with no idea or judgment of what is right or wrong, what should be happening or shouldn't be happening. Let go of all burdens in this moment. Surrender to the will of life. This is the truest teacher. This cannot be found in a book or a piece of information you found on Google. Again, an ironic statement, but falling into this over and over again will reveal much truth to you as it moves externally. Because your true nature is truth itself. And truth recognizes itself. This remembrance will bring great discernment to you. so much discernment that you will not be caught up in the surface layers of illusion. Information that is not true. You will not be caught up so much in it. You will sense the foundation from which the information comes. And yes, many times you will not search for information at all. You will just be whatever it is you are in that moment. The realization process is about realizing you, not the illusion of you that you have put on top of the true you. And this is not found in thoughts. I am now this, I am now that. It is found through the death of that. Many people get caught up in psychological concepts. They think this enlightenment game has to do with some sort of awareness and psychology and micromanaging the I. But the I is mortal. The I will one day be gone. Who you truly are is immortal, and it has nothing to do with your points of view in this moment and the micromanaging of them. So if you wish to recognize truth on a deeper level, don't get caught up in information. Fall deeper into the truth that you are, and then truth will become more obvious to you. I hope this helps you on your spiritual journey. Take care for now.
Are you interested in working with a spiritual teacher in a formal setting? Well, perhaps the Wisdom Life School is for you. If you're interested in checking out what the Wisdom Life School is all about, just go to aratima.com.